Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Pratibha, and amid the increasing cases of coronavirus, the one hope we had against this pandemic was a vaccine, and the front runner vaccine was the Oxford vaccine that was being developed with AstraZeneca. It was being developed in Serum Institute of India as well, but it has now been halted across the world. It has been halted after one of those who had undergone the trials underwent neurological problems. Now, there are several issues here. Firstly, of course, while we speak of this vaccine trial as a roadblock, there was lack of absolute transparency as well. In fact, the Drugs Controller of India as well asked the Serum Institute of India on why it was not informed when the vaccine trials were halted across the world. So even though it was halted across the world due to some fears that came up, it still continued in India, and it was only after the DCGI asked the Serum Institute of India that it halted the trial. So why is there a lack of transparency? What does this mean for the vaccine against coronavirus? Does this roadblock and this halt mean it's going to be temporary, or is it going to be a permanent halt for this? There are several questions that come to mind, and to discuss more on this, Dr. Shashidhar Buggi also joins me live. Many thanks for joining me, Doctor. Firstly, we were all hoping for a vaccine very soon. Mid 2021 was also touted as the date when we'd have the vaccine. So this roadblock has definitely come as a dampener to people across the world. The fact that it has been put on hold, it has been put on hold in India as well. Firstly, your thoughts?
Yeah. See, actually, hello?
Yeah. Yes, doctor.
Yeah. See, we cannot, any drug, which we know that corona, it is a new virus. And whatever the drugs which is under research, which is a drug or a vaccine, it has got its own time limitation will be there. We cannot hurriedly come to conclusion whether it is going to be there by another 1 month, 2 months or 3 months. It is not like that. Actually, it is a big process. Protocols are there, and regulatory authorities are there. Okay, in one such things, suddenly just because I have done some phase 1 has completed, and when we are going to do it in another 2 months, 3 months, and we cannot come to conclusion. This is a fact. We have to keep it in our mind.
Okay.
But a lot of research is going on. We hopeful that we might come out, because one has to be in a positive result. There is so much of fear among the people. Okay, when things are going on, then we have to be hopeful. But that doesn't mean that we can get it in another. Many times in our discussion, I have told at least the earliest which you could get is another 20. If it comes within 20 minutes, it is really surprise. I'm telling you. 2020. Right. At least it takes time for that. And apart from that, that's the last time also when we had discussion, if there is any problem, even if it may not be due to the vaccine itself, when it occurs, that also gives a lot of fear among the people.
Yeah.
When we give it to the large number of millions of people and throughout the world. So regulatory authorities are there, and these are things which you have to be careful, and by the time it comes, a lot of regulations, research, everything is going on. But only one factor which has come into our this one is I don't agree, because they will do whether the complication which has occurred in one of the patients where the vaccine has been administered in phase 2, this one, it might be due to something else also could have occurred. So a lot of research activities will be going on.
Okay.
We have to have a positive attitude, but there is no shortcut. It is a long process, and it takes time, I'm telling. This is what I would
time,
like
yes, Dr. Shashidhar, but it's utmost important that it's a very safe vaccine. You've stressed on it as well, and in this case it seemed to be a lack of transparency as well, because initially what AstraZeneca said was that it was an unexplained illness that one of those under trial had experienced. It was only during investigations that they revealed that it was a neurological problem that the person had suffered. So this kind of lack of transparency, what does that mean in this fight against vaccine?
That is why the regulatory authorities have to be very, very careful before allowing them to start manufacturing or accepting It's a big process, I'm telling you. It's a big process.
Okay. And, as far as volunteers are concerned, do you think that will deter them now that they know that there could be problems arising out of these trials as well? Do you think now more and more volunteers
No,
will not come forward?
whatever complications which has occurred in one of the patient, that has to be analyzed by the neurologist, and in such case whether it is due to the vaccine itself or whether accidentally he had any other problem. So it has to be. It is a big process.
Okay. Okay,
Unless we clear it, the further we cannot process, I'm telling you.
Okay, okay. Doctor, also lastly, I want to ask you, as of now, it has been put on hold across the world with some serious doubts being cast, several questions being asked as well. Does that mean that it's going to be permanently stopped, or do you think after investigations are cleared, the trials can begin again?
No, nothing. Actually, we cannot come to it has to be investigated. It has to be this one. The scientists are there to analyze, and the third-party people will analyze. That's why the various regulatory authorities are there. They are going to be careful about it. Just like that, it cannot come like that.
Okay.
And there are so many other companies are also coming out. Now, recently, the Russia is also has come out with,
Yeah.
So those
The
are the things
Covaxin
also
as
which will be put into use. And whoever succeeds and methodically use of the procedure, everything is being followed. And such companies will come forward and they will start producing like that.
So there's no need to be disheartened as such.
Yeah.
All right.
We cannot.
All right. Dr. Shashidhar, many thanks for joining me on this Facebook Live. So viewers, you heard it there. It seemed like quite a disappointment because it was a roadblock of the front-runner vaccine. Everyone had been pinning their hopes on this vaccine. But, of course, the fight still continues, and this might firstly be just a roadblock and they might sail through it. There are other vaccine candidates as well. So hopes continue to be high for a vaccine against coronavirus. So even if as of now there might be some difficulties that we are facing as of now. So until that comes, of course, we continue to take the precautions that we've always been taking. So stay home, stay safe, wear face masks and maintain social distancing as much as you can, as well as personal hygiene, and take care. Thank you so much for watching this video.